soup that has only water. Which kind of Ghana soup is this? I'm a Nigerian from the eastern part of Nigeria, but there's this particular Ghanaian food that I like the most. Like, in fact, is my favorite now, my favorite meal in Ghana. If I used to have a favorite food in Ghana before, in fact, this one has taken over. This one has taken over. This one has conquered it all. This is my favorite food in Ghana here. In Nigeria, we usually take it as common. In Nigeria, we usually take this food as something else. You get? Even when I was in Nigeria, when I have not visited Ghana before, I used to see this food as something else. You get? But I have come to love this food so much, guys. And one thing is that this food is now becoming so expensive. Even the 20 cedis of it cannot satisfy you. It's becoming more expensive now. What is this food I'm talking about? Ghana fufu and light soup. You know, some of us in Nigeria, we usually mock at this soup, saying that, which kind of soup is this? Soup that has only water. Which kind of Ghana soup is this? We usually mock at the soup, saying that it's water, it's like it's ocean, like that kind of thing. Like, many of us say a lot of things about this soup, guys, but people that are always saying something about this soup are the people that have not even come closer to this soup or even tasted it. You know, that kind of thing. When you are seeing it on the TV, when they are bringing it as water, like something like that, you think it's just water like that, like. But when you actually come closer and eat this food, guys, and eat it with their fufu, Ghana fufu, pounded fufu, guys, in fact, you will love it. In fact, you will change your words, but you will give good testimony. Many of our Nigerian brothers and sisters have come to Ghana, have testified to that. So many of them have tested it. So many of them, you see some of them on social media, you know, talking good about the food, like expressing their nice feelings about this food. Ghana has a varieties of food though. It's not only this light soup you are looking at. They also have the one that is similar to us, that's similar to our own, thick one. You know, in Ghana here, they call this one soup. But the one we are eating in Nigeria, we used to call it soup, which is thick. But the Ghana people call it stew. They say it's stew, like any soup that is thick is stew, not soup. Like, I want to know who is getting this right by going to the Google. Let's go to Google, guys. Where's my phone? Let's go to the Google, guys, and see who is saying this right. Like, we call soup. We call the light one, the light soup. The light soup in Ghana here, they call it as soup. But any soup that is thick, they call it as stew. So which means if I type in Google and they say that anything that is light is soup, that means what we are eating in Nigeria is not soup, it's stew. But let's see what Google says. Let's go to Google and type the meaning of soup. Let me use the voice one. Meaning of soup. So let me read it out here. It says a liquid dish. What is liquid, guys? Is it not something that is watery? That is liquid. You see, a liquid dish, typically savory and made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables, etc. in stock or water. They give example, a bowl of tomato soup. So, guys, have you now seen now? So the meaning of soup is a liquid dish. So any soup that is not liquid, that is not watery this way, is not soup, according to the Google. You see, so when we are speaking English, if we want to know if we are getting the English, no, the English is not us. It's not for us. All of us, we have a different language we speak. But if we want to know the meaning of English we are speaking, we can go to Google, the people that owns the English actually. So the meaning of soup is this kind one, any soup that is light, you can call soup. You get the thick one. Let's see what stew means. Let's go for stew. Meaning of stew. Meaning of stew. Meaning of stew.
Here's the definition of stew. A dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in liquid in a closed dish or pan.
Do you hear the Oyibo? Let's read it here slowly. In case of us that didn't understand the separate. Let's read it out as they write it here. Say, a dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in a liquid in a closed dish or pan, lamb stew. Those that understand English well, I can't understand this very well, the way they explain about the stew. I was expecting that they would say something that is thick, thick liquid or something, but they didn't say any thick here. They says a dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in liquid in a closed dish. That's cooking slowly in a liquid can refer as something thick, you see. So when something is thick, it cooks slowly. But when something that is light, it doesn't cook slowly, it boils, that kind of thing. In the explanation of the soup we made, they didn't say slowly. They said something different from this. They didn't add the slowly, cooking in a slowly form yet. So it's the only thing that is thick that you can cook in a slowly form. That's how I understand this. How about you? Let us know in the comment section, is it about the meaning of stew? Stew, you get. So if the meaning of stew actually means something that is thick, that means the one we are eating in Nigeria, as we are calling it soup, is no longer soup, it's stew. You get. So they got it right here as Ghana's light soup. So their own is soup, which is the real definition of soup. You get. So, and one thing about this soup you are looking at it now, you think it's water, but when you taste it, it's very nutritious. They use a lot of the kind of meat they will use to cook. All the ingredients of the meat we enter into the soup, So and when you are using the fufu, the pounded fufu, is either cassava fufu or use a yam fufu, anyone to eat it. Then you do something like hole on the fufu and you put it, and some of the soup will enter into the hole of the fufu, and you'll be as if you cover it, you put it in your mouth and swallow. You get. So it goes well in the body without anything at all, just like normal food. It goes well. So the taste, it has natural taste from the various meats they use to cook it. They don't use too much of spices or meat in it. They use fish, meat, different meat, fish. So everything, the ingredient of the meat, the natural meat will enter into this soup and they will cook it together. In fact, it becomes so great. So I love it so much, you get. But one thing now is that it's becoming more expensive. The one cut of this fufu, one cut like this, they will say it's 10 cities, to tell you how good this is. So some of us looking down on this light soup, Ghana fufu and light soup, stop, because you have not tested it before. So I urge you, when you have something to say, is when you actually test it, eat it, then say what you want to say. But if I have not tested any people's food and you jump into conclusion judging the food anyhow, please, let's not do that. You get, including Nigerian food. If you are a Ghanaian and you want to judge Nigerian food as something else, if you have not tested it, you have not eaten it before, and you are judging, it's not good at all. So before we can talk about people's food, it's when we must have eaten the food, tested it. That is when we can have something to say. Like somebody like me now, when I was in Nigeria, we used to talk down on this Ghana light soup, saying that they are drinking water, saying that they are, that kind of thing. But when I came to Ghana, I realized that all the thing I was saying, I was saying it out of ignorance. Because I didn't know. So until you come, that is when you have something to say. Don't say something when you have not seen something. So who will buy me a bowl of fufu? Please. Today is Sunday. I'm recording this video on Sunday. Who will buy me a bowl of? I begin to love this fufu, like Ghana fufu and light soup. They have different soup you can use to swallow. They have different soup you can use to eat this fufu. It is either you use granite soup, it's either you use palm nut soup, it's either you use tomatoes light soup. They use tomatoes and there's a way they will prepare it become light soup. So, but the one I prefer is the light one, the light soup. You get, but maybe you can just add the palm nut soup in it small. It's like a crabby. You get. So then put a lot of meat and fish the way it used to be. Garnish it with fish meat. Oh my God! When you're eating it, you just carry some of the fish. Just put in it, that kind of thing, Oh, it tastes good, oh. Life is good when you have money. Life is good when you get money. But when you get money, you see that life is good, man. So what do you think about this stew and soup? Let's drop your comment in the comment section, the meaning of soup, and explain why it is soup, and the meaning of stew. Explain to us why it is stew, that kind of thing. I've explained my own according to the dictionary, the meaning of stew and the soup. Slowly cooking a liquid and cooking a liquid, that kind of thing. Difference is there. You get what? You can say your own opinion in the comment section too. Let's learn from you. Don't forget, I'm looking for who will buy me a bowl of fufu. You can ask me for my Momo number. I can drop it so I can use it to go and buy it, and I'll make video where I'm eating it, and I'll mention your name that this is the money you sent to me to buy my bowl of fufu. I am enjoying it here. Oh, sorry, I didn't introduce my name from the beginning. My name is Sunny. If you are coming for the first time, if you have not subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post another video. I'm an African content creator bringing to you lifestyles, vlogging, talks, showing Africa to the world, good things about Africa, reality shows, so many things I bring to you on this channel. So subscribe, turn on the notification bell so anytime I drop any video you're going to buy and watch. See you guys in the next one, and also give your opinion. I want to see your comment regarding what I said about the stew and soup. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye.